Previously on Ask a Mortician.
We thought at the last minute that maybe I should get on the table and take off my makeup and be full mortuary dummy, but we're gonna go with Debbie today. But if you wanna see that, maybe I'll fly back to Phoenix and we'll do this again.
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know, yeah, only if this video gets, I don't even know how many likes my videos get. If this video gets 50,000 likes.
50,000 likes. 50,000 likes.
Sometimes in life, we make promises. Promises that maybe we don't think through all the way. So here I am, back in Phoenix, Arizona, with Mortician and reconstructive specialist Monica Torres, who is gonna prepare me for a viewing. In our last video, we used Debbie to demonstrate Monica's techniques, but today we're using me. We should make it clear that all of Monica's tools and table have been completely disinfected. Not that I am worried about catching anything from a dead body. Dead bodies aren't dangerous, but there's a bit of an ick factor, so I'm grateful to her for doing that. We also have two challenges for Monica today. First challenge is that even though I'm not wearing any makeup and don't have my hair done, sorry everyone, I'm a living person, so my skin is still pretty plump and healthy. That's not what a dead person looks like, so Monica is gonna start by making me look a little more dead, jaundice because my organs are shutting down, post-mortem bruising and staining, swelling. Second challenge is that my well-meaning family has brought in a reference photo of me from the late 80s that Monica is gonna have to work with. Families do this all the time. It's a thing, it's a trope. It's a funeral industry trope. Let's get started. Woo. As much as you made me look like a corpse, I think the real key to looking like a corpse is the lazy eye and the mouth slightly open, so like a...
Yep, that's about it. Right there. Nailed it.
I've never felt so beautiful. Well, here we are. Hi, Monica.
Hi, Caitlin.
It's great to be back. People say that being a corpse is scary, that being dead is scary. I'm having a great time. We've eaten lunch. You can eat tofu Greek salad when you're a corpse. It's really not as bad as you think. So Caitlin, the corpse, probably doesn't want to be embalmed. If you want to see Monica embalm me, this video has to get 100,000 likes. But for our purposes today, I am the character of a mother who has died and her family wants to see her. So Monica has embalmed me, and let's actually just talk about what you would do.
My first step is to remove the yellow from the body, which is the jaundice. That is typically caused by organ failure, liver specifically. I'm going to go through and offer her body what I call a flush. And what it's gonna do is it's going to flush the bilirubin out of her body. Hopefully we will end up with a not so yellow end. Embalming is not an exact science, it is an art. So there is some portion of embalming where we just really don't know how it's gonna turn out. So I always promise families that I'm gonna do my very best, but I never tell them,
you're a mortician, not a magician.
That's right. What I would do is go back afterwards and treat this area right here that is purple to bleach it out and create a palette for myself with a white background. That's really what I'm after. I'm looking to bleach all of this settled blood in here white or near white so that I can apply mortuary cosmetics to camouflage that. So what I would do is choose my chemical of choice as a bleaching agent to treat this area, and I would just go in hypodermically and treat that area.
It's like an ASMR video. I'm rubbing the jaundice off of my face. Embalming has flushed my arterial system and is removing the yellow from my body.
All right, I'll come.
My embalmer is coming back.
I'm back.
There's my embalmer.
You have a jaundiced body, such as yours, Caitlin, how you were. Many embalmers forget to actually wash a lot of the jaundice off. People don't realize that a lot of that yellow is actually sitting on top of the skin.
So it's sort of a two-part process, like
It really
internally
is.
and externally,
Yes,
cleaning
it
it
is.
up.
Absolutely.
Explain the rejuvenation process to me.
The rejuvenation process is the process of creating fullness in the face and the cheeks and the eyes that are typically lost after death.
It's like post-mortem filler.
That's exactly what it is. So you see a lot of ads now, like especially on Instagram, of plastic surgeons that are offering these services, rejuvenation services to their patients. And it's virtually the same thing, except that it's done on the deceased.
What's the difference between what they'd put in my face versus what you as a mortician would put in my face?
The products that we're using as morticians have formaldehyde in them. There's a reason why we want to use those fillers. They plump, but they also preserve. The eyes, the mouth, and the nose are typically the first parts of the body to begin to break down.
Well, they're really the only parts of the body that the family truly cares about.
Right.
Other than the hands.
That's right.
This is the money maker here.
Exactly.
This is why the family's there at the viewing.
Exactly.
And the lips really dehydrate too.
Yes,
so
very
they get
much. Yeah, and they kind of
super
stretch,
thin, yeah.
And with the rejuvenation process, we're able to fill that area so that it not only looks more natural, but that it fixates, so that that mouth isn't like wide across like this.
Yeah, it looks like.
Yeah, so we don't, with the rejuvenation process, we can actually form that person's face, into a more natural and pleasant expression. But then it also makes it easier for the practitioner to apply the makeup and have it look right. Now that I have a clean palette and a clean slate, I've given Caitlin her post-mortem facial. It's important to remember too that when you have a person that has suffered that way in death, a lot of times you're not going to get all the jaundice out. Caitlin is the best scenario for that type of case. It's going to be a lot easier for me to apply her makeup and have her look like a star.
That I am. Turns out, lying on an embalming table, very uncomfortable. Do not recommend. It's like people who are like, don't you sleep in a coffin? That's not comfy. That's not a comfy idea.
A lot of times when I'm taking care of somebody or I'm embalming them, I'll put their hair up in a shower cap to give them a hot oil treatment or a deep conditioning treatment. Those embalming chemicals can be pretty harsh. We're treating Caitlin's face with an airbrush because for me, this seems to be the best way to cover any residual discoloration due to jaundice.
I was kind of zoned out there for a second, and
Yeah,
I
feels
came
pretty
back.
good, right?
I came back to myself, and I'm like, oh right, this is what we're doing today.
Yeah. I really love offering this service for families to participate in.
The thing that you and I agree on most as practitioners is giving the families something to do.
I agree wholeheartedly, absolutely. Getting them involved, however, and the way that I do it is I get them involved by offering this kind of service to apply makeup themselves. Of course, I'm there to guide them and to help them to achieve the look that they want, which is the best possible memory they can have of their loved one. And I really truly believe that who knows what that person looks like better than their family. So having the family there while I'm applying makeup or helping them apply makeup and we work as a team, that's when you really get the best result.
And they get so into it.
Oh, yes.
They start talking with each other. No, she wouldn't have had it like, no, she would have it like
yes,
this.
Exactly.
This is what she, no, wipe that, no, this is, okay, here.
Yeah.
No, she wants the pink there. Yeah, that's
Yes.
it, that's it, that's it. And you can just see them working together.
Yes, and it's healing. It's such a healing process for the family. I don't forget those families that have let me have the honor of being a part of this.
It's like the great honor of your life to be able to
Absolutely
turn something that's so dark into something that you know that they're not happy to be there, but they know it could be so much worse. So you're using my makeup right now.
Yeah. I've asked Caitlin's family to bring in her own personal makeup bag so that I can use her makeup that she wore every day that they're used to seeing her wear.
So this is how you do eyelashes with your bodies.
This is how I do it. I don't know if other morticians do it like this, but this is the way that I prefer to do it, yes. And reason being is that, typically as women, we tend to put the mascara on with a little a wand, right? But when the person is dead, using that wand it's just virtually useless. So I tend to get a better result like this. This is mortuary makeup, and this is part of how you make that person look a little more lifelike, if that's what you're choosing to do.
Where would you put that?
And so I would get this a little bit on my brush, and I would go right inside the seam like an eyeliner. And this works really well on men as well. If you don't have, you know, professional mortuary makeup, you can also use a palette such as this that has a purple eyeshadow in it. And I'm gonna go ahead and use this one on Caitlin. And typically what I would do is just lift up the eyelid just like this and come in and go right into the crease. So this will give the deceased a little bit of warmth. And a lot of times, you know, this work is really tedious. The skin, if the person is not embalmed, can be challenging, and if it is embalmed, it's a challenge. I mean, either way, it is a challenge putting on makeup on somebody who's passed away. We hope you're enjoying this.
This is 94,000 likes worth of weirdness.
So Monica, what is it like just working alone all day with the corpse?
I can think about the things that are important to me, really, and think about what I want my future to look like. And to be honest, it's kind of nice because I don't have to deal with a lot of the social relationships that you have to deal with on a daily basis. So if the mouth of the deceased has been closed properly, I shouldn't have too much of a hard time getting into the inner canthuses right here with this particular type of brush. And what I'll typically do is I'll come at the corner and move in. It's very different applying lipstick to a person who's deceased, so I use a brush. It's not really realistic to do this because you're gonna go outside the lines. So with detail work like that, you wanna use a brush. I'll take my mortuary makeup, which you can see back and forth. I keep going back to using professional mortuary cosmetics and Caitlin's personal makeup. So what I'll do is I'll go back and I'll dab a little bit of my mortuary cosmetics and come right across the bottom right here. Okay, so I feel pretty good about her makeup, and now it's time to do her hair.
So you've curled me up front.
Yes,
but what's happening in the back?
I've curled her hair up front, and I'm putting a ponytail with the remainder of her hair in the back.
So it's like a reverse mullet. Instead of business up front, party in the back, it's business in the back, party up front.
Yeah, and you know, I just put a loose bun in the back typically, and I'll bobby pin it right to the back of her hair or where it looks natural in the casket.
Thank you, Monica. I think this rockin' 80s mom is casket ready.
We really love doing these videos for you.
Well, no, we do. We like doing these videos.
If you want to see us go through the process of embalming, how many likes do we need?
What did I say on the table? 100,000 likes. I think I said 100,000. Let's make it 150,000. This is not the thing I want to do. So 150,000.
Do it. You won't.
Monica is also working on building her YouTube library of educational videos for professionals, but even if you're not a professional, you might be interested in it.
Absolutely.
So I'll link that below. This video was made with generous donations from death enthusiasts just like you. And to the male funeral directors who say I'm only where I am because of my looks, you're right. Correct, gentlemen. Oh.
It's unicorn eye. You look like a unicorn now. We just need to add some glitter.
What does look like a unicorn mean?
It's got like a little cloud around it.
Debbie's head.